took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what the mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money. You got it.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set up, 60 or. I'm trying to collect. Snap.
Throwing on first down. Eason. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Ready.
From the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 27.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Operating from the gun, Eason. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf, go. Watch the play. Hey, Alpha.
And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 58's the mark. 58's the mark.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Come on.
They start on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Back to throw. Eason. He finds Beckham complete. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A toss play to Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right there, 56.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 10. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Eason. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Let's go, team. We got to step it up. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Come on, boy.
Now Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
That's right. That's what I do. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Touchdown, defense. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And Jackson throwing once more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Focus, defense, focus. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be taken in at the 1. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Looking to throw. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
52.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Set 30 base.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Hey, Echo.
Check that.
On 1st and 10, Eason. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, exit.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready up.
Bring it over there, right? 52's the mic. Ready? Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Everyone, you got 4. 4
Bravo.
52, right 52.
Now.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete in the end zone.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Seibert's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
53, check 53. Gotta do better. Come on, DB, come on. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Oh, they do it quickly. Slam. Hustle.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
We got this.
So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, how does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First down, Baltimore.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They run it again with Chubb, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check 56. Nice, sweetheart. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run on first down. McFarland, down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
The stop made by Miles Garrett. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 10-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. A toss running left. McFarland. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for
rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Eason. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Tyus Bowser in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 65 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Eason. Open man is Higgins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Delta.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Watch the run.
Ready.
Back to throw. Eason. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's funny to me because we actually keep the football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite...
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the left side. McFarland. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect it? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
You got nothing.
2nd and 14. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmsts.
On 1st down, McFarland, he's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, man. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 58. Mike, 58 right there. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end.
Let's go.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Yo. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second down and goal. Jackson forced, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
Hey, Zoo.
Throwing on third and long. Eason. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Leo.
You got that right there.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
To throw on second down. Eason. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second and 13. That's complete to Taywan Taylor.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Seibert on for the PAT. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Man, I got you. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try the left side. McFarland, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Jim. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Baltimore, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, it ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euro, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love it, hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, it ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Some of them might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out.